Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. In this video, they will talk about how it is okay to talk about your feelings. Later in this video, therapist local elementary school. Much like today, she talks about how anxiety has a big impact and does on the Gen X kids since for 2010 to 2024 or a little bit earlier. Is it partly because they're quiet and not as friendly as in some ways other generations? Otherwise, it's better generations accepting more and getting over bias, gays, and trans. The mental health world has realized there's more anxiety than we may have realized. It has gotten better since 2018, the mental health system, and hopefully improves more recently. The kids with more PTSD problems or thoughts, the PTSD is for thoughts or depression or hard moments. Depression is a hard one because people today seem more depressed. Suicide ideation is hard for kids and adults. A lot of kids deal with gunshots throughout the everyday life, including school shootings. That's just an example. Kids may be, especially these kinds of schools, may not have them as much resource. Many expect to act like it's normal. A school shooting is not normal, or other shootings are not normal. In this video, Mayor Lucas talks about how we can't live every day like a shooting is normal, and the kids shouldn't have to live that way. Maddie Ross Center is a place where you can get help. I'll attach the link here. It's okay not to be okay.
Nearly 200 mayors in Kansas City right now for the 92nd annual U.S. Conference of Mayors. They are here to discuss a wide range of issues facing cities across the country and trying to collaborate to find solutions.
Sometimes Kansas City has had unique and incredibly creative ideas. Many other times they've been ideas somewhere else. And so for me, it is vital that we are looking at what are some of the best solutions everywhere.
Well, the big topic of discussion, mental health and efforts to create more services and resources right here in Kansas City.
KSHB 41 News reporter Elise Schoenig went to the mayor's conference and shows how people in our community are working to make a difference for those struggling with mental health.
Housing, public safety, and mental health are just some of the many big issues countless cities are facing. That's why nearly 200 mayors from across the country came together in Kansas City to talk about solutions.
Kansas City is still learning how to be okay.
Having emotions, having feelings, and talking about them, it's okay.
This is part of Shanisha McKay's everyday work as a child clinician and therapist at Primitivo Garcia Elementary School.
I have seen a big increase in anxiety in my students. I've seen a big increase in symptoms of PTSD, depression symptoms, and suicidal ideations.
She says more resources, funding, and play therapy for children are necessary.
I lost this person, or I heard gunshots, or, I'm, in the system and I feel like this way, and just talking about it, when in other realms they probably wouldn't have been able to talk about it.
But she says just talking about our feelings is a simple step that's often missed.
In Kansas City today, we expect kids who live down the street from a murder to just go to school the next day, be happy, be successful, and just keep it moving.
Mayor Lucas and nearly 200 other mayors talked about mental health in a conference in downtown Kansas City Thursday.
If any one of us, even those of us with insurance today, were saying, I'd like to receive care, there are so many steps and impediments and barriers. Imagine if you are a 15 or 16-year-old who's saying, yeah, I'm sad.
That's where nonprofits like the Maddie Rhodes Center try to step in too.
I see definitely families that they want to be okay, but they don't know how to look for the help or how to process that.
And sometimes it's just realizing that it's okay to not be okay.
We're human.
Elise Schoenig, KSHB 41 News.
That's mental health. After the Royals were down 1-0 and the offense seemed to be trickling again, Bobby Witt Jr. tripled, and then Vinny Pasquantino not in a run. They turned over Vinny Pasquantino for a pinch runner Deandre Blanco, who stole second. Salvi doubled to give him the lead. And the Royals will get 2 more in the bottom of the 8th. Royals win 4-1. I wanted to do a little Sam Von Smack here about the Royals and Carlos Hernandez. It seems that although he has a low ERA, just seems like me every time I watch him that he gets hit around and double or home run. It seems like he is doing better so far. He's only appeared in 8 appearances, but I say stop putting him in high leverage situations because he's not been good throughout his career. And the ball goes a long ways. That's Sam on Smack. Tonight, the Royals will play the Indians. Ben Levy will go on the mound for the Indians, and Michael Wacha will be in his second start. Since he returned from injury, he was very good in his last start, allowing only 1 run. Royals blew it up again by the bullpen. The Indians are 53-27. In the second best record in the American League. The Royals are 44-38. The Cardinals are split the doubleheader yesterday. The Cardinals win the series. The Cardinals are 41-38. They will play the Reds, who are 37-43. The Cardinals will have Miles Velasquez on the mound, who has an evaluated ERA. Andrew Abbott will go for the Reds. He's a 3.40 ERA. Cardinals haven't been better lately. Game time is at 6:45. The Cubs have got all their 3 runs in the third. Pitching for teams is Shohei Imagana for the Cubs, and for the Giants it is Jordan Hicks. The Cubs lost last night, again, 4-3. They have not done well this month as they are 10-18 on the month. That's Sam on Sports. Sam on's Mental Health Day. Sam on's Mental Health Day.
Kansas City, Missouri has made a habit of losing sports teams. And he didn't even rattle them all off.
Yeah, he missed one of the first ones.
You know, and I'll update it because he was just coming off the top of his head. But the state of Missouri, I think he was talking about the state of Missouri, not Kansas City. The state of Missouri has lost St. Louis Cardinal football team to Arizona, the St. Louis Rams back to Los Angeles. They have lost the Kansas City Scouts to Colorado, which is where they became the Rockies and then moved to New Jersey to become the Devils. So they lost that franchise. They lost the Kansas City Kings to Sacramento, California. Sacramento, which, by the way, if you ever hear comedians do stand-up in San Francisco or Los Angeles, the jokes are about Sacramento.
Yeah.
You didn't lose them to L.A. This wasn't the Lakers going from Minneapolis. You lost them to Sacra-freaking-mento.
To a city that did not have a professional sports team and hasn't added one in the 40 years since they've been gone. Wasn't like that was a city about to take off and add a baseball and a football team. No, still just the Kings.
Yeah. They have lost the St. Louis Hawks of the ABA, right? That went down to Atlanta as an ABA franchise, and then, or was it an NBA? It was an NBA franchise, and just moved to Atlanta.
Yeah.
They lost 2 NBA teams. The state of Missouri's lost 2 NBA teams, an NHL team, 2 football teams, and the Kansas City A's baseball team. I don't like saying that. I like Missouri. I love Missouri. I was born in Missouri. I don't have the thing about St. Louis that everybody else does, and I don't have the Kansas, Missouri thing. I do recognize it is a thing for many of you, and that's fine. Have at it. Great. I don't really care, but that's undeniable. And while I don't think the next step, if the Chiefs don't like the Starbond thing, and I think by all indications that they're hiring lobbyists, they do. But if they don't, I don't think we're 10 minutes away from the San Antonio Chiefs. I don't. But I don't want to find out how far away we are either. Okay? I don't want to walk right up to the edge of it and watch the Mayflower move